Alright, we're just picking back up here where we were when we died. I had no clue that if I died I would end up back here, but like, it just seems like a waste to use one of your lives. I just wanted to die and be done with it instead of just floating back down to the bottom. Just wanted to quit wasting time. That was the only reason why I did that. So you discover new things. But again, I feel like it's kind of a waste to just do that. Of course, granted, it's just a waste to, you know, allow some of the stuff that goes on this level to go on. Okay. Alright. We can do this. We can do this. I have done this before. I have the power. Okay. I don't care. I'm flying back to this real quick. Alright. I'm about to get slammed on, aren't I? No. Okay, no, I'm not. Good. Alright, so. Come on. Oh, don't slam down on top of me. Don't slam down on top of me. That's all I'm asking at this point. Don't slam down on top of me. Grab the ledge. Alright. I'm kind of afraid whether or not I'm going to die. Is that about to come down on my head? That's all I'm wondering at this point. Okay, no, it's not. Okay, at this point, if you can't tell, it's about to start dropping down into the middle sections. So, that kind of is not fun. And if you're saying that right now, I'm with you. I'm with you 100% of the way. That's really not all that fun. You know, no, grab the ledge, grab the ledge, grab the ledge. Go, Vince. Okay. I am in such a happier mood at the moment. Oh, no! Nine minutes later, I am back here. I am not in a good mood, and I am utterly terrified of what's going to mess up now. Everything. The answer is everything. Everything is going to go wrong. Alright, let's try this again, shall we, people? I'm going to make this. I'm going to make this because I'm going to float right on top of this. Alright. So, as long as I don't goof up again. And I've been playing this level for like 30, 40 minutes straight. I kid you not. And I know when I say it that way, that sounds crazy. You're probably right, it is. Absolutely nuts that I've been this patient to keep playing this long when I'm this aggravated. Alright. Look at that. Look at that. That's a mercy heart. That's a hey. Oh, I am so glad that's a mercy heart, because guess what? I have one life left. I have one life left to live. Now I have 2 lives. Alright. So we gotta make it over this way, and I am kind of proud of myself at the moment. Kind of proud of myself. At the same time, I'm kind of annoyed right now because of the fact that it took me way too long to get here. Way too stinking long. I want to sit here and relax for a moment and celebrate. Yay! Because I'm probably going to die in just a moment. Because the next section is filled with one-hit kills. And it tells you he's going to be shooting missiles. He's going to be shooting other things at me. So I like to stick out to the right side of the stage from here. And like to kind of sit like this. And alright. One hit in. Quickly run. Quickly run. Quickly run. Because I'm telling you, this, I think if a missile hits you, that's a one-hit kill. Like, there's no coming back from that. You're dead, son. So if you're low on lives right now, now is not the funnest time in the world to be dealing with this. But if you do this the way that I'm doing, just do little circles like this, and once you get around to his face, you should be good to go. And you got to be really careful about this, because if you make a mistake, that's all she wrote for you, son. Ah! Okay. That did not work out well at all. I know okay, I'm just gonna circle around. I'm gonna circle around. Because I'm angry. I'm angry, and I don't wanna die at this point. That's all there is to it. I just don't wanna die. Okay, that's not even close to the front of his face. All right, so I'm thinking right here where I see Cosmo's face. It takes me to the frontish. There we go. 3 hits, and guess what? We have not knocked Cosmo out yet. I could have hoped that I would have knocked him out, but apparently I did not. So, is it 5 hits? I don't remember. I thought it was like 4 hits and that was it. 4 hits? 4 hits? Are we done? Yes, we is done. We have arrows pointing us to where we need to go. I feel so much better right now. So much better. Careful in doing this, because you got to fly it into the hole. Oh, I don't have to redo that section anymore. 20 minutes I've been involved in this. I'm probably going to have like 3 minutes worth of footage up to this point. Ladies and gentlemen, we are in the final stage. The final stage. It's the final countdown. Which is, fine by me. There's, beneath us an infinite void. Up above us is where we're wanting to go. I don't like this section, but it's not as bad as the previous section. And I'm dead serious about that when I'm saying it's not as bad as the previous section. You know, over-enunciate to get my point across. Well, it's a great way to start this. I've got to figure out why he says I smell tacos after he dies. What is the purpose of his smelling of the odious tacos? Because it's like burnt ground beef and stuff like that. Ooh. Not burnt ground beef. I'm sorry. Tacos are not burnt. You gotta be kidding me. Am I gonna make it back? Am I make it back? You know, I could just go ahead and die and be done with it. But I don't wanna. Or I can just go ahead and die. See you in a minute. I feel like a lot of my problems right now is the fact that I want to rush through a section or a number of sections that you really don't need to be speeding through right now. You need to be taking let me say this with a warning. You need to be taking your time, but at the same time, to a large degree, you're not going to have the chance to take your time.
Hey, recycling really works.
Yeah, I bet it does. I feel the stress of this game coming on because my IBS is like going off. I'm wanting to kind of like burp. And I had to pull away from the microphone, like hoping for the best. Okay. Alright, and we jump and land there. And see, it's not that difficult. Although this next part is a bit of a fun excursion, because you got to time this really well. And it's like, when do we shoot? I would dare say now. I'm going to go through! I should have gone through that. I should have gone through that. That's not fair. That's not fair. I should have gone through the hoop. Alright, that should move out of the way of that, and you know what? Ha! Forget you, game! Forget you! I shall cheat! I don't know if I was supposed to do it that way or not, but that's how I did it! It worked! And if it works, that's what I'm gonna do. Alright. No! Wow! Why? No! This episode is going to be referred to as a comedy of errors. Except for the fact it's not that funny. Ah! Or I may just call this a finale of errors, because I'm hoping that this is going to be the last video. Even if it turns out to be a bit elongated, I really want this to be the last video. It just kind of depends on how elongated it is. Woo. So I'm trying to think of like a little talking point right here. And, alright. Here, I miss! Yes, hi, how you doing? One moment. Okay, let me try this again. So, I saw that there, and what I needed to do was this. Now, in order to defeat the boss, watch this. Ah, that's what we're fighting against. This is kind of the boss. It's a giant brain. And, okay. Yeah, alright, so that's not so bad. If you haven't noticed, though, the floor is kind of rising up on us. So that's the reason why you're gonna need to kind of move somewhat quickly through this stage, because if you don't, you're gonna die. Okay, where am I heading from here? Okay, this way. Oh! Oh! Oh, I have no clue how I made that. Thankfully, the devs are very kind when it comes to hearts at this point in the stage. Okay. Alright, I think I need to run out over this way. And I don't know any other way to do this other than the way that I am now. I'm going to drop down right here. And the brain takes a little bit more damage. I think from here I need to head this way. So, I mean, this isn't too terribly difficult as long as I'm not, you know, being stupid about this stage. Okay. Alright, not so bad. Not so bad. I'm probably going to miff things up and just, okay. This is the part where you could easily die if you're not careful, because you're like, oh, there's no way I can make it up that. Actually, you can. And you're going to have to do this, and you got to do this quickly. I wait till about the time that it's near about at the top of the screen, because by that time, it should be high enough to the point where you can jump on it. And there are two of these you got to do that for, plus you got the floor rising up as we speak. So you do want to not waste time. Case in point, I could have waited, but I didn't want to. Alright. Okay, that was not too high, thankfully. Because it drops down some by this point. But, Cosmo has done a whole lot to try to keep us out. I would dare say getting through the inside, to the point where we are now is probably the most difficult part of the game. I mean, I'm dead serious about that. That's the part where if you end up quitting the game, I guarantee you it's going to be right there. Because that is a pain. Okay. So now we're going to want to wait for these to come back, and they'll come sliding backwards in just a second. What I normally do is this one right here. I normally stay on this, and you'll see why in just a moment. I don't see any real purpose in jump. Alright, let's try this again and see if I can not mess this up. So, I'm fairly certain I can do this time. Feel really dumb that I miffed it up as badly as I did. Ah, there we go. And, alright. So, I should be taken to over here in just a moment, which is where I'm wanting to go. Okay. So I should be able to beat the game in just a hot moment, because I want to drop down here, and I'm kind of curious, why in the world did Cosmo do all of these, enemies and boss fights with a lot of physical things where Voodoo Vince can get hurt, thereby hurting all, or not really hurt, but, taking physical damage, which Vince is immune to, by the way. I don't quite understand that. Oh yeah. So, doesn't really matter at this point, because all we got to do is, well, we've got our power and...
Hey! Yeah! Who rules? Me! Vince! Vince rules! Did I forget something? Oh, crap! Charmaine! Boss! Nice to see you're in one piece.
Yes. Next time, perhaps, you can get me out of the robot before you destroy it!
Next time?
This isn't over yet, Charmaine!
That's Madame Charmaine, you ignoramus.
I have one last bit of zombie dust. I still possess the power supreme. Behold!
Stop that! Silly man! So you're the big wizard. How would you like to see some real magic?
Real magic?
Boss, I think she's kind of mad.
She's bluffing. She has no powers. The zombie dust is all gone.
It's true. I have no dust. But Vince does. May I borrow some?
Sure thing, boss. I always knew he was an airhead.
What happened? Why do you guys look so funny?
We're balloons.
Vince?
Now this will be fun.
What? How are you?
Now, let's go home.
Sounds good. Say, boss, I'm curious. If you're so powerful, why do we live in that rundown old hovel? Why not conjure up a mansion or a private yacht?
It doesn't work like that. Didn't you learn anything from all this?
I just know that somebody gets their own room while I sleep in a desk.
That's just how things are, Vince.
I'd also like to bring up the potentially touchy subject of my other eye. Granted, I realize this isn't as important to some people as it is to me, but when you get into the area of depth perception, it's just a little...
And with that, we are at the end of Voodoo Vince, and I hate that this last episode had to be completely and utterly filled with as many problems as it had, but, well, that's just the way it goes sometimes. Ladies and gentlemen, I guess, final thoughts about this game. I like it. I like it a lot up until you get to this last section. When you get to this last section, I absolutely, completely, and utterly hate this game. I mean, I hate this game. I don't know any other way to put it. It just gets bad. And as much as I would love to say that, this is a game that I might play every once in a while if I felt up to it, but it depends on how patient I would be with the last section, whether I would want to actually keep playing through it. I'm dead serious. I don't know. I would not say that this is a game for a casual player because, you know, you've seen it yourself. Once you get that last section, it doesn't get easy. It gets very hard, very fast. And unless you can get good at the final jump, there's no point in trying this. So, I don't know. Just not the kind of thing I'm thinking about right now. But anyway, we have finished the game. I would dare say, you know, so I would say that you might enjoy it, but just be warned it get extremely tough. But anyway, this is Andrew the Moo. We'll see you in the very next episode, whatever it is we play after this. Bye, guys.